Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview and Domestic Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Monday, the 10th of April, 2017, ending Friday the 14th. But the 14th is a holiday. The stock market is closed for Good Friday ahead of Easter. So it's only a 4-day week, a short week here. And that means Thursday people will be heading out early. Monday is always a little bit light. So Tuesday and Wednesday will probably be our bigger trading opportunities of the week. Having said that, we haven't done anything the last week or two. Like, look at this. Here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures form. Continue to struggle through the same problems. We're going nowhere. We had a 4-day run at the beginning of February, and other than that, it's been almost a dead flat since December, whatever. I mean, like, if you just take out those 4 days where we run up in February and line that up with the current action, we're stuck in like a 60-point range on the ES the whole time since December. It's horrible. Really just flat, boring action in the markets. Let's go through the major indices on the daily charts, and then we'll take a look at the intraday action, and then we'll get going. All right, so here's the QM. This is the crude oil front month futures contract, $52.24, up a buck, up 54 cents on Friday after being up on Thursday. So it's a nice gain for the futures of oil, and we're back near the highs or within a couple points for sure. Gold up $2.40, but it was much higher after the bombing on Thursday night going into Friday. But it ended up closing just up $2.04, which is nothing. S&P cash index, again, this was much lower overnight Thursday night after the bombing in Syria, but then the futures recovered overnight. We ended up with a flat opening and a flat close, down a point and change there on the S&P 500. NASDAQ 100 down 2. Again, just dead flat. Friday couldn't have been more horrible than it was. SOX up 4. That really doesn't do anything. Biotech's up 22. That's a blip on the 3,000-point index. The VIX up 48 cents. Interesting for volatility to head up when the market didn't move. Trin at 1.60. That's a big reading on the Trin with the 10-day moving average at 10-day moving average at 1.26. Still too high to mean anything. Friday's volume, 1.5 billion shares, the lightest of the week, one of the lightest days of the year. If you look at till January, it's really close to being the lightest day of the year. Horrible. Advanced decline ratio, negative 27 stocks on the NASDAQ. That means 27 stocks, more stocks were down than up on the NASDAQ, and negative 146 on the New York. So basically a flat advanced decline ratio for the session. Google down 3, which is not a big deal for Google. Apple down 32 cents. It's been, I mean, look at that. I mean, do you see a flatter chart out there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a row flat on Apple. Amazon loses 340, coming back from new recent highs. Netflix down 63 cents. How perfectly is Netflix using this 13 sell signal? By the way, here's back to Google real quick. 13 sell signal was 3 weeks ago, and it's been working great there. Tesla gains $3.84. There's a bull flag formation potentially on Tesla if we break out to new highs. TLT loses 49 cents. Okay, so that's after coming back up and rallying off the lows on the TLT. The Dow was down 6, which doesn't even matter, at 20,656. Goldman Sachs down 76 cents. Still short that one. All right, so let's look at the intraday action here on the ES. Oh, sorry, I just shrunk that chart accidentally. Here's the intraday action. This is 10-minute candles on the ES chart for the week. Basically, this shows you the whole week on the ES. And as you can see, I mean, look, not much happened. Don't really know what to point to. We had Monday, we went down, rallied back up a little bit. That was a wider range day besides Wednesday. Tuesday, a little gap down, rallied to fill it, and then just dead flat till the close. Wednesday, gap up, push, pull back, and then we made a lot of money. We had a huge Wednesday afternoon. Let's just make sure we're really clear on that. Wednesday afternoon was our biggest day of the week, and we saw it coming. We got a 13 sell signal right before that rollover occurred, and we just loaded up. So we had a good day on Wednesday. Thursday was a flat opening and pretty much a choppy mess. Friday was worse. So that's it. NASDAQ side, not much different. Here's a look at it. Again, Wednesday, the big day. Look at the 13 sell signal on the NASDAQ right at the top, on the 10-minute chart even. Interesting. So what do we have for the week ahead? Again, we've got some data coming, so let's take a look at that. On Monday, there's no data. Tuesday, we've got the JOLTS job openings number. Wednesday, we've got, what do we have on Wednesday? Crude oil inventories. That's a day. Oh, that's normal. Yeah. Import-export prices, MBA mortgage index. Thursday, we've got the PPI an hour before the bell, along with the initial and continuing jobs claims. Michigan sentiment at 10 a.m. Eastern, and natty gas because the markets are closed on Fridays. There's nothing beyond that. That's it. That's the whole week. It's a light week for anything. Remember, Friday's a holiday. Mondays are usually light, so if there's going to be action, you would expect to focus on Tuesday, Wednesday. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.